Hey, we're here at Gunner's Firearms with Maggie. Maggie, it's so good to see you.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah,
Welcome back. Hi, Mark. How have you been?
I've been great. I've been doing really, really good.
What's been new with you?
Really nothing new. Just I'm glad we got the cool down here. It's been so hot, but we got it cool down, so it's good. It's good. And honestly, speaking of new, because something we were talking about as you're getting the store open is kind of what's hot in guns. And when this particular firearm came up, and hey, we got guns out. This is great. I always like when we got to get the guns out. But this one's a no-brainer. This one is something that you read about that it's hot. People are demanding this type of firearm. They've been around for a while, but they just are picking up heat more than ever before, and that is the
2011.
Yeah, look at these.
So these are your 1911 model on steroids. These things are beefy double stack babies in 45s, in 9s, in 40 Smith & Wesson, and in 10 millimeter.
Yeah, this is a 10. Ooh,
so
I like that
yes. So for those of us that love and appreciate the beautiful single action trigger of the 1911.
Hard to beat.
And for those of us that have not yet joined the party but are interested in getting there, but maybe you just didn't like the lack of capacity on your standard 1911 frame, you now have options. So these are not striker fired. These are all hammer fired. They are single action only, meaning that the gun does have to be racked back and cocked before that trigger does function. So you do have your external safeties on a lot of these options. It's ambidextrous. And
yeah, all these are ambidextrous.
Yeah, all these have the ambidextrous external safety on them, and every single one of them has a backstrap safety. For those of you that already have your Smith & Wesson Shield EZs, you're familiar with the backstrap safety. For all of you that have carried the Springfield XD series with the polymer frame, those are also backstrap safety.
So the other thing that I see here, and really you're seeing it in all handguns, and this is something that we've talked about in the past, that people are kind of bringing their old guns to trade.
Yes.
So they can get the cutout for the red dot.
The trade in and the upgrade toward optic ready, or in a lot of cases here, optic included. So these will come in at a lot of price points. If you would like to add your own optic down the road, you will be paying less for a firearm that does not have the optic included on it. However, when you buy the firearm with the optic included, they usually include the optic at cost. So you're not paying a premium retail markup on that. And sometimes you're getting some really cool optics. In this case, the Kimber, their 2K11 that they have come out with here, it does include a really nice Trijicon SRO optic. That thing has this giant red dot windshield in there that you just flick through both eyes open, and as soon as you acquire that bright shiny dot on there, whatever that dot is on is exactly what you will be hitting as soon as you pull that super crisp, super light single action trigger. So you do have options on the triggers as well. If you will notice on some of these, some of them do have adjustable triggers. Some of them are already just set at a specific weight and reset on them, but they all do have very nice lightweight resets on them as well. Every single one of these that I have currently has the flared magwell. The options are all over the place. At this point, you have the machined metal frames on these, and you have some that are a hybrid of metal and polymer for a little bit of weight reduction on that. Please bear in mind, the 2011 series is still going to be heavier than your all polymer injected double stack Those that have been on the market for decades now, Glock. I mean, they kind of got the markets and everything cornered on those lightweight double stack frames. These may not be a good carry option for everyone, but they are definitely an amazing range option.
Heck yeah.
For anybody. You want to look like you're totally awesome at the range, buy a single action trigger.
Well, it's so cool because, you know, I see why these are so popular, because 1911 is known as being one of the best designs out there.
I'd say revolvers. Okay, so revolvers are the first thing that has been unchanged in decades, in generations. Up next is your 1911s, which were conceived in 1910 and put into rotation for military contracts in 1911. And it's about time we're due for an upgrade. So here we are. It is 2025, and you now have the option of the upgrade, the 2011. This nice double stack, higher capacity with the beautiful single action trigger.
Well, even today, a lot of people carry a 1911, even though it's over, you know, it's about 115 years old. People are still carrying that gun. Why? Because it's incredibly accurate. It's incredibly reliable. It's got one of the greatest triggers ever made on a handgun, single action triggers. So I see, but the problem is, you know, they're single stack. You don't have a rail in most cases. You
don't
have optic ready in most cases, especially anything pre 2015, maybe 2020. So I see why, you know, because it's putting all the modern things that people want in a handgun on really a tried and true old style.
It's wonderful. This is a beautiful mashup of modern and classic, and I couldn't be more excited to be here for it. So
it's one of the great things about being in the gun business is that it's so interesting to look at the new greatest things coming out. These are beautiful.
A lot of fun innovations. Yeah. So now I will say these are not for everyone. These wider grip frames do not work perfectly for people with smaller hands, shorter fingers, and shorter reaches. So do get your hands on one at your local gun store. Do try them out at your local ranges if they offer an option to test or rent their firearms there. Just try it out.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
You might be pleasantly surprised at what you find. So, yeah, these are...
Yeah, I love them, and I do. Again, I see why. Because if you're in the market for a new handgun, you know, unless you're looking for nostalgia, and collectibles and nostalgia is very popular right now. But if you're looking at a 1911 to actually carry, I see why you would go here versus the traditional sense. If you're not looking for collectible, historical stuff. So, gosh, Maggie, thank you for breaking these out. These are beautiful.
You are kindly welcome. Thanks for swinging by.
Absolutely.
Thanks for taking a look, and we'll see you next time, Internet.
See you next time.